you heard some like noise that sounded like purring or something, and then you realized it was snoring. Yeah, and then y'all tried to sneak past them, but you were too clanky. Everybody roll for initiative. Okay, yeah. So you see these two young red dragons bounce up from this pile of gold and gems and stuff, and they kind of fling coins and jewels all over this room. Shizeno's turn.
I mean, they look like they're about to attack, right?
Yeah.
Do either of them look like they're aiming at Wyatt in any way?
They seem like they're looking at you, actually.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I don't know what the noise. That's fine. I can live with that. So I'll go after whichever one's closest to me then. Yeah. If possible, I'd like to get I'd like to direct it so that it's like me, then dragon, and the other dragon's like behind him, so they're not like both angled at me. If not, then I'll just go after the closest one.
You probably have to move maybe like 5 feet to your right.
Would they get an attack of opportunity on me or no?
No, they're about 10 feet away from you.
All right, I'm fine with it. And then I'm just going to swipe at it with the Nagamaki.
So you go to swipe at this thing, and it kind of glances off of its scales.
I don't like that. My extra attack. I have to try to go after him again.
Yeah, so you manage to just get under like one of the scales and do some damage to it.
I'm also going to have Kadama do a little peck.
Manages to peck at one of its eyes. Abby's turn.
Could I get a 10-foot radius sphere that only gets the two of them, or am I going to catch some of us in one?
No, you can get both of them.
Cool. Then I'm going to cast Confusion. They have to make wisdom saving throws. They cannot take reactions. The start of each of their turns, they have to roll a d10 to determine its behavior. On a 1, it uses all of its movement to move in a random direction. To use a d8 and assign a direction to each face. Doesn't take an action. 2 to 6 doesn't move or take an action. 7 to 8 uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. If there's no creature within its reach, it does nothing. 9 to 10, it can act and move normally.
Arrow's turn.
I'm going to charge my sword, and I will melee. Which one's closest to me?
The one on the left. You're all kind of like up against the left wall, is in like an S shape. They're like in the middle of this room on top of this pile of gems.
The other dragon within 30 feet of the first one?
Yeah.
12 damage for the first one, and then the other one is going to take 7 psychic damage.
Then it is Wyatt's turn.
Can I gauge the best place to kind of like hit them or something? Is that something that I can do?
Usually the eyes or the mouth is going to be best. Yeah, I'll give you advantage on your attacks for this combat.
And a crossbow, and I'm going to try to attack. I'll go for the right. With the 21, do I hit?
Yeah.
Would they happen to be infected with taint?
No.
Lame. But I guess that's okay. 8 piercing, sorry. And then I'm going to attack with my second-hand crossbow.
Say it bounces off their scales.
Fair enough. Aim for the eyes or the mouth. That's where they're weakest.
Roll for Confusion.
6.
No, the creature doesn't move or take actions this turn.
Next one, a 3.
3, the creature does not move or take actions this turn.
They turn and look at you, and they like they both tilt their head the same way, kind of like a dog. Then it is Shizeno's turn.
I'm just snatching at the same dragon.
Bounces off one of the scales.
And
Also bounces off.
Kadama's going to try to back at.
Misses.
Okay, that's all I got.
Abby's turn.
Gonna go with the old standby magic missile. Only damaging spell I prepared today.
Which one are you going after? Or are you splitting it?
Cast it at a second level so that there's 4 darts, and I'll go 2 each way.
Cool.
4 damage on the first one, 2 on the second, 5 on the third, and 2 on the fourth.
Arrow, it is your turn.
Do exactly what I just did last time again. I'm just going to slash at them.
So that bounces off one of their scales.
I'm going to disengage.
Wyatt's turn again.
Trying to attack again, so that doesn't hit.
Which one are you aiming at, also?
The right, 13. So that doesn't hit either. So I'll equip my shield and take down one of my crossbows for now.
A 3.
Does not move, takes no actions.
Right. 10.
Can act and move normally.
All right. This one is going to 18 slashing, 16 piercing, and 3 fire. This isn't like from a breath attack, so we won't count that for your little thing.
I'm very bad off.
Shizeno, you get an attack of opportunity on that second one when I was going after Abby. That does not hit.
Yeah.
I guess Kadama would also get an attack of opportunity, so if you want to roll again.
9.
Does not hit. At the end of its turn, it closes its mouth and covers its eyes.
What did you tell us?
I see. Well, okay.
It is Shizeno's turn.
I'm going to use a command die to use Ancestral Decree on Abby. You can get a whole 4 temporary hit points.
Cool.
You get an extra D4 to the damage of spell attacks, as long as they're only hitting one target.
Cool.
Oh my god, 15.
Does not hit. So then it is Abby's turn.
So we should really probably leave. I don't think that continuing to fight them will be very good for us.
I mean, are you saying that out loud?
Yes.
Would I know whether they would follow us out or if they'd stay near their gold if we were to flee?
It's sort of a 50-50 whether or not they would follow. They might be, because you've attacked them and stuff, they might be angry enough to chase after you, but they also might be too enamored with their little hoard that they have here to run away from it.
Okay, I would convey that. I'd say there is a chance that they may not follow us if we do leave their hoard. So I would say it's probably worth trying at least. Worst case scenario, we just fight them somewhere else.
Wherever you want me to go.
I'm going to cast Autoluke's Resilient Sphere on the dragon that was attacking me. It has to make a dex save, but I'm going to use my portent of a 5 for that. So it roll the 5 plus whatever its dex is. Cool, it fails. Nothing, not physical objects, energy, or other spell effects can pass through the barrier, in or out, though a creature in the barrier can breathe there. It's immune to all damage, and a creature inside it can't be damaged by attacks or effects originating from the outside, nor can a creature inside the sphere damage anything outside it. It is weightless and just large enough to contain the creature inside of it. It can use its action to push against the sphere and roll it up to half the creature's speed. It can also be picked up and moved by other creatures. The sphere is weightless. And then I'm going to move towards the door we were heading towards anyways.
Then it is Arrow's turn.
I'm going to slash at... Which one's closest to the door?
One of them can't take damage.
That was near me can't take damage.
Right. And the other one is closest to the door you're heading towards.
Cool.
Can I get to the one that's closer to the door and attack him?
Yeah, you're right in front of it.
Melee attack him. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Do I get sneak attack on this one?
Yeah.
24 damage. Disengaging towards the door as a bonus action.
You're basically at the kind of archway that's carved into this doorway. You actually hear a lute being played in this room. It looks like there is a race of some sort of person that you haven't seen before. They're sitting in a chair strumming a lute. It looks like they have some sort of damage to their eyes. There's a lavish wood-framed bed that stands near the wall across from 4 2-foot-high, 6-inch wide window slits. And through the slits, you can see the night sky.
Weird. Does it seem like he can see me or know that I'm there?
No, it doesn't seem like he's aware of your presence.
I'm going to stay real quiet.
Yeah, you're also not in the room right now.
But I can see him from where I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to be real quiet.
Light's turn.
Only use one-hand crossbow, and I'll just try and attack them as best as I can.
Yeah, you managed to get it right near the eyeball.
So it takes 8 piercing damage, and then I will towards the door where Arrow is going.
You're right next to Arrow, and now you see the same thing that Arrow saw. And you hear them playing a lute as well. That is in that one. Okay. Abby, you said you're heading towards that hallway as well?
Yes.
This dragon goes to launch at Wyatt, but then slips on one of the gems that's on the floor and lands flat. And so the 3 of you, Abby, Wyatt, and Arrow, you each get an attack of opportunity.
The 9 to hit.
That does not hit.
I got a 23.
That hits.
I'm going to do the throw. 26 damage.
Then it is Shizeno's turn.
And I'm on the other side of the dragon.
Yep, you're on the other side of the floaty dragon.
The one that's looking at them, is it prone? Did it fall?
Yeah, it fell after everybody attacked it, basically. Like it was in the process of falling. Everybody attacked it, and then it went prone.
Would I be able to get around it without it getting an attack opportunity on me?
It's prone, so yeah.
I'll go attack with the magnum.
So you have advantage. You hit its scales, and it kind of bounces off.
The second attack.
Hit it in the same spot, and one of the scales kind of cracks.
Get down and do this thing. Nat 20.
All right, so he does 2 damage.
Why don't you roll those?
I'm a visuals better than I do.
He's also blinded. So then it is Abby's turn.
3rd level cure wounds myself. Yeah, I am no longer bloodied. I'm in the doorway with everybody.
And you can see this person too.
Then yeah, I'll at least start walking towards this person, but I won't interrupt them yet. Move into the room like 15 feet and then look back just to make sure everybody makes it out okay. I don't want to get right up on him, but like fully into the room.
Yeah, so you're about 5 feet away from him. Arrow's turn.
Can I get another slash in, recalling my sword that I just threw? Use a bonus action to use up a thing and choose what it does.
Well, you could still roll, and maybe the thing that you want to happen will happen.
Oh, true. No, I'm going to use it. I'm going to do 2, which is flies to me at double speed. Roll at advantage.
Well, number 2, do you see that last line for number 2? Take 1d6 of damage.
Oh, it's 0. 0 is the good one that has that and not the d6. Okay, yeah, I'll choose 0 then.
Okay.
I roll my to hit at advantage, right?
Yeah.
26.
That hits.
That's going to be 26 damage.
Yeah, so you slice this dragon up its back. So this dragon looks bloodied. Wyatt's turn.
Does he seem to like acknowledge us walking into the room in any way?
You're about 20 feet away. Well, Abby's close, but he doesn't seem like he noticed Abby.
Move closer to the blind guy, and I'm going to try and talk to him in common. Well, howdy there. Sorry for the commotion. How did you find yourself in this predicament?
He seems startled, begins speaking in a language that you don't know, and he stops playing the lute. He seems confused.
So I want to convey peacefulness. So I'm just going to hold my hands up. I'm not going to say anything because he's not going to understand me, but I'm going to hold my hands up and I'm going to slowly back away. I'm going to back towards the entrance of the room, and I'm going to make sure that the rest of my team is able to make it into this. Is it like, so the entrance to this room, does it seem small enough where like a dragon wouldn't be able to get through?
It's 20 feet wide.
Cool.
I am going to mimic a dragon. So I'm going to go, rah, and I'm gonna point to the door, and I'm going to say, I'm gonna point to the door, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna indicate that I don't like the dragon. So what does he think I'm doing?
You see him, he picks up his lute again. Dragon's turn, dragon stands up. The dragon gets up, the one that's not in the bubble, says, "That's it. I'm telling my mom."
He says this?
Mm-hmm. And he turns around.
Common?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, don't tell your mom. Wait, don't tell your mom. I'll give you some gold if you don't tell your mom. I'm sorry. I'll also say, I didn't realize we could communicate. Maybe we can make a deal?
Okay, I'm listening.
We're very skilled, very seasoned warriors that have come looking for a very specific, useless piece of junk in this cave, and we just want safe passage through here. Technically, this thing isn't very useful to you in terms of gold value, but we're able to pass through these dungeons peacefully. We'll be out of your hair very, very quickly as soon as we locate the small piece of junk that we need, and I can compensate you with some gold for allowing us to move freely through these dungeons and for letting us take this, like I said, very, very small amount of junk. And obviously you can keep all of the rest. We're not looking to make enemies here.
Make me a persuasion check.
Can I do an intimidation check? I said that we were very strong warriors, very skilled warriors, and adventurers at the start of my speech. Dirty 20.
All right, but I can only provide you safety in this room because this is mine and Meteor and Zim's room. So,
do you have siblings?
They point at the floated dragon. Says, Meteor and Zam is my closest sibling, but yeah, more of my siblings live here in this asteroid.
Why are you so... I've met other dragons and they haven't been as agreeable as you.
Did he say asteroid?
Yes.
Yes.
I would say, have you come into contact? Well, I'm taking in that information. I'll say, have you come into contact with other people like us before?
Am I the only one who's concerned about being in in an asteroid?
I mean, we've been in weirder places, to be fair. We went through a portal into a different dimension.
I guess I would just, as Arrow, think that, like, oh, I've heard of people going to, like, other planes or dimensions, but I've never heard of anybody going to space before, so it seems scary.
There were some like little sneaky boys coming in here maybe a month ago. I mean, one of them we kind of ate.
Before I forget, how does 5 gold
Is he
sound?
good?
I mean, I'll take any gold.
I'm going to give him 5 gold.
He immediately
I'm gonna throw
snatches it up
I'll throw it at his feet. Okay, cool.
and then goes and like places it in a very particular spot in the pile.
Okay.
And they look over to Abby and say, "Can you let my brother down?"
Oh, yeah, sorry. Did I break concentration?
So they snarl at you. They say, "Blazer Trank, should I tell Mom?" "No, I think it's fine." So then they're both looking at you now.
I very much appreciate your kindness. Do you happen to know, we're looking for a very specific piece of junk. It's kind of like a sphere, an orb. It was at the mouth of this cave earlier. It might have gotten shuffled around somewhere. Have you seen it anywhere? It's probably made of electrum.
I haven't seen anything like that, but maybe my mom has. I could go ask her.
Do you feel like your mom may not be very fond of us? Or
Oh yeah, no, she absolutely hates intruders. I mean, you gave us some gold, so this can be her little secret. Although, if she comes around, she might see you.
does your mom also like gold?
Yeah, a lot more than we do. We love it. She just like really loves it.
All right. Is she able to talk with us like you are?
She doesn't really like to talk to intruders.
Do you have any idea how we might be able to win her favor?
I mean, she really likes helping the Gith Yankee, so maybe if you were a Gith Yankee.
Would there happen to be a Gith Yankee here, close to us?
Oh yeah, there's a blind old giraffe in the other room.
What is a giraffe?
Oh, that's his name.
Are you friends with him?
Yeah, I mean, we're supposed to help the Githyanki, so.
Why help the Githyanki?
My mom says so it seems like that's what we gotta do.
Do you happen to know if your mom has fought in any wars or anything?
Nah, she mostly just travels through the astral plane with some of the Githyanki, so.
What does she do in the astral plane?
Just flies around, I guess.
You don't know what she does when she's there?
I don't know, I haven't been yet, but, one day.
Well, thank you for the information. I do appreciate it. I hope you enjoy that 5 gold. This was a pleasant time.
This is not, but don't touch any of my treasures, so.
I won't. I promise.
Okay.
And then I'm probably gonna head toward the person that's in the room with me, the blind person. Githyanki?
Yeah, he kind of like tilts his head a little bit. He starts to play like an alluring song. He nods his head.
Oh, when I say giraffe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wyatt. Giraffe? Wyatt.
He shakes his head no and goes, giraffe. He doesn't use the hand motion I used. He just says, he shakes his head and says giraffe.
Oh, right, because he can't see.
Should we ask one of the kiddos if they can talk to him?
Yeah, go for it.
Did they go back into all their gold, or are they?
Yeah, they're like rolling around in it.
Sorry, just real quick. Can either of you talk to Giraffe? He doesn't seem to speak our language.
Oh, I mean, I guess so. And then they go over there. Yeah, they speak to him in a language that you don't know, and you hear them go back and forth for a little bit. The one whose name is Blazu Trunk says, Giraffe says you should stay in this room for a little bit.
I'm gonna ask.
He said to enjoy his music and just kind of chill out here for a little bit.
I mean, yeah, I could use a rest after. I mean, now that we're cool, I won't hold it against you since you're not holding what happened against us. But I did get bit and scratched pretty hard.
Can I like roll insight without letting them know that I'm suspicious of that, or can I roll insight to see if they truly believe that we should stay in here, or if there might be ulterior motives?
You get the feeling that there's something that they're not telling you about why you should stay here. Based on the way that they're talking, you think that there's something that they're expecting to happen while you wait here.
All right, we can rest here if we really need, but stay alert just in case. You never know what might happen. We're very far away from home.
I don't know if it's such a good idea to stay here, but like kind of under my breath, just to Wyatt.
I'll say, all right. I'll say, if that's your instinct, maybe it might make sense to go back to the main chamber and rest there.
Maybe we should keep looking for our sphere.
I guess that could work. I'm gonna give my health potion to Abby.
I mean, there's more for getting spell slots back than healing.
Oh, okay. So you're not like, well, what is your HP at?
With the temp, I'm at 31. My max is 44 without temp.
Okay.
So I'm no longer bloodied, but I was all the way down to 7 at one point. So I was bad. I am better now after healing myself and with Shizeno's help. But it was more for I could get one of my higher level spell slots back if we took a short rest. And also maybe get back to full with hit dice.
Okay, I'm going to say to the dragons, I don't know if we can really stay for very long. Like I said, we are looking for something. We would like to get back as quick as possible. So we're going to keep looking around. Hopefully we find what we're looking for quickly and are out of your hair. I'll ask the team, where should we go next? Should we backtrack or head down that northeast tunnel?
I have no idea what's down that tunnel.
I'll ask the dragons, do you know what's down that northeast tunnel?
Oh, it's just outside.
Outside?
Yeah.
Like outside? Okay, outside. Can I roll insight? Whether that's a lie or not.
Oh, that is the truth.
Do y'all want to head outside or should we head deeper in? We could rest outside.
If we need to rest, I think outside would probably be better than deeper into a dungeon, yeah?
Yeah, let's take a short rest just in case.
Do any of us have any like resting, like a tiny hut or something?
I don't think we'll need that outside. We can just camp outside.
Aren't we in space?
Say, all right, then do we want to go outside and rest or do we want to head farther in? Anybody have any preferences?
I would be interested in checking out outside.
I'll start heading towards the northeast passage.
Follow Wyatt. Can I get a good look out the window as we go?
Well, are you looking out the window first or following Wyatt?
Yeah, I was going to take a peek.
Yeah, it just looks like the night sky.
Do I see any like floor anywhere?
They're only like 2-inch window slits. So you reach the end of this wide tunnel that's like littered with large red dragon scales, and you see the night sky. And then as you kind of peer down and to your right, it looks almost like a circular map that you're kind of looking at, and you see below you Toril. And you can kind of make out Faerun and the other land masses that are connected to Faerun, but you don't see like borders or anything. And you realize you are floating above the land that you know as Toril and Faerun and the Sword Coast.
Do we have land to like camp on and rest on, or are we just like literally looking straight down into airplane view of the city?
You can see more than just the city. You see like the entire continents.
But what you're saying, it's not like we walk outside. We're literally like peering out a window of like...
No, this is an open like tunnel, and it opens out into what looks like the night sky, and you're looking down at the land that you would have normally seen in like maps at this scale.
So we're standing on like a
little stone platform. Yeah.
Are we looking down at it like, oh, it's we can see that it's a planet and we're above the planet?
Yeah. Basically.
Okay. That's spooky. Can we breathe?
Yep.
And I'm guessing this is not a place we could rest.
If you want to.
Well, we know that we're safe in this chamber with these like dragons, these kiddo dragons, right? So we could potentially rest there.
Do we know that we're safe in there? I was getting some bad vibes from that situation.
Maybe resting isn't in the cards for us right now, unfortunately. So how do y'all feel about heading farther in? At least we know an exit now if we need to.
Is the gravity normal?
Yep.
Okay.
So if we were to like go out and jump off the thing, I would assume that I would just fall to the earth.
Yeah, you probably make that assumption.
Okay, that's clear. Okay, that makes sense. All right, I don't think we can, set up camp or anything in here, so it might make sense to go back into the chamber and back from where we came. Did I see any doors in the room with Giraffe?
No. There were just window slits and a bed and the chair he was on.
We should head back, take another path. All right?
I'm okay with that. This is a pretty dangerous mission.
Yeah, I know, it's spooky. So I'll start heading back down towards the path into the chamber with the 2 dragons, and then I'll take the doorway that we initially entered in.
So you're going back to the circular room?
Yeah, it seems like these at least the younger red dragons can be reasoned with, which is good. I know that there is another young red dragon to the north. Do y'all think it makes sense to go talk to them? Do you think it makes sense to go somewhere else?
The last ones attacked us.
Yeah, but we were able to reason with them, so maybe
Well, no, you intimidated.
You intimidated them.
Yeah, you didn't reason with them. You intimidated.
Could we talk like that? Not that I hate making them be our like translators for everything, but like maybe we could get some intel on if they have like a favorite thing. We could bring them a gift, like if they know if they're cool, or if they'll also like. Are 2 in this room because they're friends and the one's by themselves because they're a bully? And they're like, no, I got a room to myself because I'm the oldest. Mom loves me best.
Valid. Okay. All right. So maybe we should get some intel. You're right. So I guess we'll head back into the chamber with the 2 dragons. Hey, we have another question for you. Sorry about all of the questions.
They look at you, kind of side eye you. What?
Why is there one of your siblings in the North Hall all by themselves? Are they like cool?
Oh, he's like the runt, and he's always like, ooh, he's like sad all the time.
Does he lack anything specific? Does he lack specifically electrum or gold or bronze or something? Does he lack potions? Does he lack magic?
He likes making deals with people, I guess.
Deals. Do you know of any deals he's made with people before?
I don't remember.
Anybody else have any questions? All right, then we'll leave you be. Sorry about that, and I'll head back towards the main chamber.
We should go talk to the lonely dragon. He sounds like the good one.
Yeah, he sounds pretty nice. So I'll head.
Get him to do something for us.
Yeah, he could also be the runt, and that's why they keep him somewhere else.
So I'll head down the North Hall. I'll start leading people down the North Hall and then north again to get to the dragon.
You come across this room that has it's basically a Tiamat shrine. You see an archway to the north, the west, and the east. Are you going into the north room? Is that where you wanted to go?
Yep, the north one.
So in this room, before you enter, you see a young red dragon. They're facing out towards the window slits that are 2 feet high and 6 inches wide. Looks like they would be looking out the window, but their eyes are closed. So maybe it looks like maybe they fell asleep looking out the window.
Cute.
I love him. I don't want to wake him up. Well, maybe we have to. If I look around in the room, do I see what I'm looking for at all? The sphere?
You do not. There's actually not much in here. There's only like a couple of platinum coins in the corner.
Oh, that's sad. There isn't like a door or anything I can knock on, so I'll just be like, "Hello, I don't mean to wake you."
He like jolts awake and like looks back at you, and then you see his like wings flare open.
I'll say, "I'm not here to hurt you. We come in peace. Can you understand me?"
He says, yeah, I understand you. Yeah, okay, so he believes it.
We're not looking to harm anyone. We want to get out of here as soon as possible and not disturb you anymore. But our team, our adventurers, we're just looking for a small sphere, probably made of electrum. Would you happen to know where that is?
Maybe. What would you be willing to do for it?
Is there something specific that you need?
He says, well, now that you mention it.
Is he going to ask us to slay the other 2 dragon brothers? I swear to God.
He says, I've been looking to carve out a lair for myself, but recently, I was planning on leaving here, but the exit had closed up and became this like purple doorway or something. If I can't carve out a lair for myself where I want, which normally would be through that purple doorway, if you agree to kill my mother, I'll help you.
Tall order, buddy boss.
Unfortunately, well, I mean, if you're willing to help us, maybe we might be able to do that, but well, we might need a little bit of help doing that. That is a pretty large task for us to take on.
Well, I wouldn't be able to fight my own mother. She's just like I am. She'd be pretty much immune to any damage I could do to her.
Why do you want her dead?
I'm miserable on this asteroid. I want to leave and begin life on my own. But my mom, she insists that we help the Githyanki, so I spend most of my time here, staring at the stars, waiting for my escape.
What if we could, instead of slaying your mom, well, how will slaying your mom help you breathe outside?
Well, it won't, but then I won't have her telling me what to do and ordering me around.
What if we could help you? Oh God, I can't. I'm essentially a war veteran, and I'm not supposed to or help dragons. What if we could get you out of here without slaying your mom?
I mean, if you could do that, sure. The door to where I would normally exit has disappeared. So
what if I told you that we could open another portal to somewhere else?
that'd be pretty good.
What are you planning on doing wherever you go? Just creating a lair, or do you have bigger plans?
I want a lair for myself.
That's it? Do you want to terrorize cities? Burn down towns?
I just want a lair.
Bro, come on, this dude's chill.
Are you looking to collect a horde?
Well, yeah. I want a horde, yeah.
Okay, how do you plan on acquiring that horde?
I don't know, make some deals.
Make some deals. What type of deals? What kind of deals are you offering?
Well, right now, I'm offering to help you find some orb.
Well, yes, but see, if we help you, I've had some experiences with dragons, and I know not all dragons are the same, but it does make me weary, taking a dragon so close to where I call my home,
Well, I want my own home. I don't want your home.
Can I roll insight on whether or not he seems dangerous or he's a bad guy?
Yeah, seems like he's being honest.
I'm gonna poke Wyatt and be like, I think he seems all right.
I'll say.
I don't think he's gonna do anything bad if we let him out of here. I'll be like, I'll whisper in his ear, and we can always come back and solve the problem if we create one.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Do I know Erlen's stance on dragons? Would she be disappointed in us, helping a dragon, bringing a dragon back to our plane?
Probably, since the whole reason that the Harpers are in shitty conditions is because of the cult of the dragon.
I mean, I've come all this way by trusting everyone's judgment. I believe I have a good team here, so against my basic instincts, we can. I'll turn to the dragon. I'll say, we agree to help you leave this place. When we leave, if you agree to help us find the sphere that we're looking for.
Okay, well, I'm not going to go with you because I don't want to raise suspicion, but you can find it at the dock.
Where is the dock?
He says if you go back the way that you came, keep heading straight down that way, go past the eggs and down some stairs, you should see it. But there are some Githyanki in that area, so just make sure they don't see you.
The Githyanki aggressive or bad or
this is
welcoming?
Their base.
What do they do? What do they need a base for?
Just practicing fighting, torturing illithids, storing food.
What are illithids?
Yeah.
They're these. They're kind of tasty, but they're these octopus humanoids.
Oh, that was the other statue we saw.
Oh yeah. Oh, you saw the statue of Giraffe fighting an illithid.
Yeah.
That's actually. Did you know that's how he lost his eyes?
I mean, I guess I would have assumed had I known it was. They looked pretty similar, but I've also we've never really seen. I don't think any of us have ever really seen Githyanki before. We didn't really know what they were before we came here.
Yeah, he saved my mom's life when she was a wormling, and so that's why she kind of helps them out.
Is Giraffe a cool dude? What does he spend it? It seems like he spends his time playing a lot of loot.
Yeah, well, the other Githyanki don't see him as being very useful anymore since he lost his vision, but he's an old war hero, so they respect him and keep him around. Plus, if Giraffe was gone, my mom probably wouldn't help them out anymore. Well, maybe she still would, I guess. She's been around them for so long.
Why are the illithids and Githyanki at odds with each other?
So the Githyanki used to be slaves under the illithid, and then they rose up from their slavery, basically, and
cool.
that's like their thing is to kind of wipe out any Illithids now, so that they don't enslave anybody else.
Do Illithids have a bad history of enslaving different races?
Yeah.
They sound pleasant.
I mean, they're really smart, but I guess they're bad, whatever that means.
Unfortunately, we're not a very sneaky group. So do you know if there's any way we can gain the favor of the Githyanki?
Not if you're sneaking around here.
Would you be able to, since we're helping each other out here and all that, maybe be able to create some sort of distraction for us?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could do that. If you could go on the outside, you could probably make it there without encountering anybody. Well, my mom would have to not see you, though. You'd have to climb on the outside of the asteroid.
Does anybody have an awful athletics?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, my dex is only +1.
How long is this climb, though? Is it like a sheer climb? Like,
Only for like a little bit, like 30 feet or so, and then it kind of slopes. It's kind of like a sphere almost.
It's a sphere.
Well, kind of. Like it's on one side, it's kind of like curved like a sphere, but then it's kind of longer on the edges.
You're saying that if we were to climb on the outside of this meteor, there is another
It's an asteroid.
There's another entrance inside or into the asteroid that leads directly to the area that you believe our sphere is located in.
Yeah, there's like a pile of junk over there.
Okay. I mean, that seems like our best bet, everyone. How do y'all feel about it?
would we be able to breathe outside?
Yeah, just don't go too far away from the asteroid.
How does this work? If we fall, will we just fall? Will we plummet to like the Earth and die?
No, you kind of wobble back and forth for a while. I mean, I can fly, so no issue for me. But one time a little mouse ran off the edge, and then he kind of like fell, but then he came back up, and then kept falling, and then coming back up, and then eventually it just kind of like was just like floating in midair. So then I went out and ate him. It's fun to watch.
Interesting.
So like if you go on the underside of the asteroid, you'll be able to walk like normally, but you'll be upside down. It's kind of like there's like a gravity plane through the middle of the asteroid. And if you're on one side, you're up, and if you're on the other side, you're upside down.
Are you able to walk normally on all of the surfaces?
Yeah, I mean the middle edge is kind of weird because you're like in between both. So I usually don't go out there though. It's like my mom's like flying around, and you know, which kind of makes me mad sometimes.
So the plan is you can create a distraction with your mom long enough for us to sneak outside and into the other chamber that we need to go to in order to find what we're looking for. After that, does that sound good to you?
Yeah, this is fine.
After that, how do we communicate to you that we're ready to leave and where to meet up?
I don't know.
Can you just meet up with us?
Meet back in this room.
But then we would have to sneak past the Githyanki.
No, just go back the way you came.
You're okay with distracting your mom for that long?
I mean, just hurry up, or or else she'll eat you.
Would it be a good idea for us to break into like teams of whoever is more like athletic goes and gets it, whoever isn't stays behind? Would that be safer or more dangerous?
Oh, what's your name?
Oh, my name's Infernexus.
Infernexus, what are your pronouns?
He, him.
Great to meet you, Infernexus. My name is Wyatt, and then this is Arrow, this is Abby, and then this is Shizeno. And I'll point to all of my team members.
So those are all lame short names. Well, except for yours, and points to Shizeno.
Can we understand them?
Yeah, they're talking in common.
My name's actually Abelhyra.
So, I like that better. Yeah.
Yeah, and my full name is Aerolith.
That's okay, I guess.
Wow, okay, thanks, guy.
So 2 teams, one goes with Infernexus and escorts him to the portal. The other team goes around the outside of the asteroid, tries to get our sphere.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like it's you and me, Arrow, on the outside. The entrance to where we're supposed to be going for the chamber. It'll be pretty obvious. Do we need specific directions?
I guess it depends on where we're going outside the thing. We should probably go through my brother's room. If you go like southeast from there, basically be going right to it.
All right, easy enough. All right, y'all. Let's get going then. So we'll head towards Blazutrunk and Meteor and Zem's room, and I'll make sure Arrow's following me.
As Infernexus goes to exit the room, he like turns back around and points over to the 2 platinum coins in the corner. It's like, don't touch those. So when you get to Blazutrunks and Meteor and Zam's room, they start yelling at him in like and hissing at him in what you would guess is Draconic.
Infernexus coming with us? I thought he was distracting his mom.
Yeah, he has to go outside to do that.
Yeah.
About the same hall we do.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. I'll say Blazutrunks and Meteor and Zem. He is cool. Just let him be for us, you know.
And they're like, nah, he's a little stupid little runt.
I'll say
So one of them swipes their tail and like trips him.
I'll say that's not very nice. How dare you?
Hey man, be nice to your brother.
Nah, he sucks.
He's cool.
Look
Hey,
at
you want
him.
me to fuck you up again, dude?
And then he like snorts and like some smoke comes out of his nose and says, I'd like to see you try.
I'll say, like I said, we're not looking for any sort of violence, but try and be nice to each other. It makes the world a better place.
And Infernexus says, come on, let's go. These guys are stupid.
I'll start walking quickly towards the exit.
Yeah, so you go out there, and he's like, all right, I'm going to get my mom's attention, and then y'all start your climbing.
Ah, Captain, thanks so much.
All right. And you see him launch off of the little platform there, and he yells out, and then you hear like a loud dragon roar. It's not coming from him. And he kind of flies off to the northwest somewhere.
I will take a little peek-see out and make sure that I can't see any dragons within eyeshot. All right, let's head southeast, and I'll start climbing.
Yeah, this is pretty easy for you.
All right, I'll go out after Wyatt.
Yeah, you're out there, and then you start to almost climb past Wyatt.
I'll keep climbing.
All right, so you get to what you would assume is like the top of the asteroid, basically, based on how the gravity is. You actually see like far off in the distance, you see like other small like asteroids. Yeah, so Arrow, you know that these are the Tears of Selune. So these are basically like asteroid cluster that you see kind of trailing the moon in the sky normally.
I tell Wyatt that.
We know that we're on an asteroid that's part of the Tears of Selune.
I'm gonna say to Wyatt, dude, this is fucking crazy. My dad never went to space.
Say, well, now you get to experience something new, something different than what your father. You don't have to always follow in your father's footsteps. Sometimes you gotta carve your own path, and sometimes that path is in space.
If we survive this, we gotta get a drink.
All right, I will gladly join you in having a drink if we are able to get back
And some
onto
meat.
solid ground. I'll say, do you see the exit yet, or the entrance?
Yeah, so as it starts to slope down, you see like these stone, almost like pillars sticking out from the side of the asteroid, but they're not sticking up. They're kind of like out in the direction that you're facing.
Can I climb like up to it and peer in through the entrance?
Yeah, as you move closer, it kind of looks like a dock of some sort, but it's made of stone, like carved from the asteroid.
Like a dock for a ship?
Yeah, it's like that kind of shape.
Does it seem like there's anybody around?
Nope. It looks like there's a whole bunch of crates and stuff over here.
And do we see an entrance?
Yeah, I guess you would assume that there's an entrance down there. It kind of like starts to drop like off.
I'll start climbing towards the entrance then.
Yeah, so Wyatt falls past you off the side of the asteroid onto the dock and onto a crate. Yeah, so you break open this crate. It looks like there's some sort of like food in it. It cushioned your fall. In front of you, looks like there's a giant pile of scrap. A whole bunch of like broken weapons, some chains, pieces of like chunks of metal, some rocks, dust and debris.
Are you okay, Wyatt?
Yeah, just a small scratch. I'll be okay.
Rummaging through this, you cut your hand for 4 slashing damage on one of the broken, rusty weapons.
Arrow, I think it might be in this pile. I know it's in a pile of junk. Do you mind helping me? I'm having a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, I'll come look.
Yeah, so rummaging through there, you find a sphere that's made of electrum. And it looks like it is the right size that would fit on the ship.
Show it to Wyatt. Does this look like what we're looking for?
That is it. Let's get going then.
Cool. I'll pocket it.
It's like the size of a basketball.
I guess I'll hold it. I'll just hold it.
I would start climbing back.
Okay, so you're struggling a little bit, but you manage to make it up the side of the asteroid. You see Wyatt struggling, and you, even with your one hand climbing up, you seem to pass Wyatt a little bit coming up. So Wyatt, you hear some clamoring around where you just were, and you see some Githyanki looking around down there, and they're kind of checking out the crate that you broke.
I'll keep moving farther away. Be as quiet as possible.
So just as you are cresting the top of this asteroid, you see a shadow kind of like go over like where you're walking, and you see this large adult red dragon flying overhead. In one of their claws, it looks like they have Infernexus, and they're kind of like clawing at him with the other thing while flying through the air. Then they kind of like dip down past the horizon, and you can't see them anymore.
Did Infernexus look alive?
Yeah.
Did he look okay?
He looked like he had a scratch on him.
Okay. All right. I'll keep climbing.
Yeah, so you go to start climbing down. You're able to get down onto that platform pretty easily. You walk through the room with the Blazertrunk and Meteor and Zam, and they both look at you and they're like, "Ooh, what is that? I want that."
I'll say, this is just junk. It's not valuable, I promise.
He's like, "It kind of looks gold." Well, not really.
It's actually something called electrum that no one ever pays attention to in this universe.
And they're like, "Oh, I heard of that. Yeah, I don't care about that."
Yeah. It's mostly sentimental value for us.
Okay. And they go back to rolling around in their gold. So I'm guessing you're making your way back to the room.
Yes.
Abby and Shizeno, you hear a large smash against the slitted windows, and you see Infernexus being pinned up against the window by a large dragon foot. And then a loud kind of dragon roar and some draconic being yelled. And then he's like released, and it looks like he has some like cuts on his face, but then he flies away from the window.
Poor buddy.
So y'all are on your way back. You make it to the room. Yeah, Abby and Shizeno are there.
Infernexus is not there.
Nope.
I'll say, y'all, I think we need to signal to Infernexus that we're good. I think we could probably use his brothers against it, or in order to break his mom's concentration on him. What do y'all think?
We just saw, I get it makes sense that it was him and his mom fighting out of the window, but she let him go and flew off somewhere.
Is Infernexus still fighting her?
I don't think so. It didn't really seem like he was chasing after her like that.
Okay, I guess we just wait then for him.
We got the ball, by the way.
Yeah, we have that.
I'll hold the ball up.
So I'm gonna wait to see if Infernexus comes back.
Yeah, so about like 5 minutes passes. Are you still waiting?
Yes.
Okay. And then Infernexus comes through the door. So he's got some cuts and slashes on his face.
I'll say that was a valiant display. Thank you so much. We were able to get what we wanted.
He said, "Yeah, I wanted to tell my mom off before I left, so..."
Well, looks like you got some cool battle scars to prove it. And then I'll say, all right, well, follow us.
All right.
And we'll head back.
All right, so you head back. And he says, this wasn't here before. So it was like a purple thing for like a little bit, but it wasn't open like this.
Do you know why it was purple?
Nope.
Huh.
You need some sort of like key before to get through here, but now it looks like it's just open.
Yeah, I have no idea. We just know that it appeared, and somehow someone found the artifact that we were looking for. So we came on over here. Do you know anything about the Zentorum?
Oh, I think that's what there were some people who came in here a little bit ago, which I guess means that the door opened, but they were trying to take some of my gold, and so my brothers ate one and I ate the other one.
Huh.
And then one of them got away, but whatever.
What did the one that got away look like?
I don't know. They were just like covered. All three of them were like covered in some black leather.
All right. right. Well, at least now this is allowing us to leave. So onward. And I start heading towards the door.
Infernexus says, why don't you go first, but then I want to go after.
Okay.
All right. I'll head first, and then Infernexus you can go after, and then everyone else after Infernexus.
So you all pass through this portal. So you appear on the other side in Zonthal's tower, and you are squished up against the hallway as this young red dragon is squeezed. And he says, guys, this is a tight fit. Rianne on the other side is, what did you do?
It's okay. It's all right. I am suspicious of dragons just as much as the next War of the Dragon cult veteran, but this dragon is cool. His name is Infernexus. He helped us get the artifact, and he hasn't done anything bad to us. He hasn't indicated that he's going to do anything bad to where we are. We just needed to help him escape. He was in a pretty bad situation through that portal, through that door, I'll tell you that.
Okay, but I don't know how Erlen would feel about me transporting a dragon to the Harper Hub.
He's a good dragon, though. I think Erlen...
I don't think so.
What makes you think he's not a good dragon?
It's a red dragon.
I know. I thought all red dragons were kind of not great either, but this one's kind of cool. This one's nice and helped us. And basically, we just who was in a bad situation asked us to help him out, and he took, as you could see from his face, he actually helped us a lot in distracting the mama red dragon that probably would have absolutely decimated our entire party. So he basically saved our lives.
Oh, that's great. So you have an adult red dragon that's going to probably look for its child coming after you, and then you made a deal with a red dragon. Do you know what happened? Like, if you don't fulfill your deal with him, he will kill you.
We're going to fulfill our deal. So.
What deal did you make with him?
That we'd help him escape.
He turns around and says, no, you were going to help me find a new lair. Escaping was part of it. But you have to find me a new lair.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll help you find a nice mountain somewhere for you to stay.
Okay, but first I gotta get. I mean, he's like stuck against the walls here. And
he helped us out. He took a beating for us.
And if you're seen with a dragon along the Sword Coast, like that's not gonna be great.
He's a nice dragon.
Yeah, but people who see that are just gonna attack him.
How would he feel about living on an island?
True.
He says, I was basically on an island just now.
Yeah, but like you can fly over the ocean and go to other places, but I'm pretty sure we know of a I think uninhabited island, maybe.
All right. Yeah, I guess I could do that.
So yeah, we could take him through that water portal, and he can live on the other side.
Yeah, it's a real nice tropical place. I think you'll really like it. It's definitely going to be a change of scenery for you.
All right.
See, Rand, he'll be on the other side of another portal. You won't be any harm or bother to the Harpers, but he'll be happy at his own lair, and we can go visit him if we ever need him. But otherwise, we'll be pretty much separate.
Okay, but how do you plan on getting him there without being seen?
How big is he?
He's large.
When we're ready to leave, I can cast a reduce on him and make him half his size, but it only lasts a minute.
That's long enough to get him through the portal, I guess, but after that...
Does this portal only go to the Harper Hub?
Yeah, I mean, it's where the last place that I cast it. And then once you go through, it's going to close after that.
We can just kind of try and explain to people that he's cool, right? I mean, we are part of the Harpers. Maybe they'll take our word for it.
I'll message you and say that the worst case scenario is the Harpers kill him.
Look, this dragon saved our lives, helped us further our goal. If the Harpers are going to kill him for that, and for no other reason, I don't know that I want to be a Harper. I feel like Harpers will understand that, number one, we got this sentient creature out of a situation that was pretty awful for it, but also this dragon helped us, saved us, and then helped us, like I said, get what we wanted. So I don't think the Harpers would try and kill him. They have no reason to, besides the fact that he's a dragon. And I want to believe that people are more than just what their ancestors did, you know?
I assume if they're from outer space or the astral plane or whatever, so they're entirely unrelated to anything that has to do with the cult of the dragon.
Well, there's
So
also that.
if there's some sort of indoctrination or whatever related to that, they're probably obviously not involved in any of that. They seem to have their own enemies that they're more worried about than conquering stuff. If they're helping out the Githyanki against the Illithids.
That's a valid point too. Rayanne, what do you say?
I mean, I'll do it, but this is not on me if anything goes sour.
Yes, you can blame it on us.
Oh, I will. Absolutely.
All right, understood.
Okay, head on through the portal, I guess. Hopefully you won't need those beads I gave you.
Oh, do you want them back?
No, they were part of our deal, so I'm surprised that you still have them intact, so...
Well, it was all because of Infernexus. And
somehow I find that hard to believe, but okay.
Right, I'll go through the portal.
Then Infernexus squeezes his way through the portal.
Well, I'll cast Reduce so that he's half all physical size and 1/8 the weight. Yeah, size is halved in all dimensions. Weight is reduced to 1/8 of normal.
So it goes through.
Decreases its size by one category from medium to small, for example. So now he's medium.
So you pop out. You're immediately surrounded by what looks like some people who looks like they kind of appear out of nowhere, and they have some like glyph markings where they're standing. And you also see a couple of Shogun as well.
This doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
Besides, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
And do I recognize those people?
They look like they're from Wa, based on their armor outfittings.
Like, do they seem aggressive?
Yeah, they're pointing weapons. Sorry.
Pointing weapons at us?
The dragon.
I'll say, all right, everyone. Stay calm. Do not attack the dragon. He saved our lives and helped us get this. And I reach over to Erolith and I ask, I'm like, can I have the sphere?
Yeah, here.
And I grab the sphere and I hold it up and I said, he helped us get this. Also, he was being treated pretty badly. He does not want to harm anyone.
The people standing on the glyphs lower their weapons and they're like, oh, you're with team 2.
Yeah,
And then
we are.
but the Shoguns still have their weapons up.
Could we know who you are?
Yeah, and who are you?
The ones who aren't the Shoguns they say, we are protecting the bubble.
I'll say, this dragon is no threat to the bubble.
Prove that.
If he was a threat to the bubble, if you were trying to get inside the bubble, wouldn't he have already done that?
Well, yeah, I guess.
So you seem to know about dragons, yes?
Yeah.
We made a deal, so as long as we continue to fulfill our end of the bargain, he will continue to fulfill his.
Mm-hmm.
And I assume he wouldn't want to break that by attacking anyone here.
No, probably not. All right. And he motions to the Shoguns, and they stand down.
All right. Is there anybody that I recognize from like the Harpers, or is it just like random people?
They're people that you don't know.
Everyone? I haven't met any of these people.
Nope.
Are we we're right outside of the Harper HQ, right?
Yeah, you're like on in between where the tradeway is and the outside of the bubble.
Okay. All right. We need to get this sphere to Erilyn. Can somebody call one of the Harpers over here to escort this to her for us? Are there any Harpers around?
We're Harpers, but we're not permitted to go inside of the bubble.
Are these like glyphs of warding to protect against dragons? How did you show up right here?
We have some glyphs to conceal our whereabouts. That helps us to protect the bubble. You should have been debriefed about this a while ago.
All right. I'll bring the sphere to Erilyn, and I'll be back. And then we can bring Infernexus to his new home. How does that sound?
I mean, yeah, you're going to need to let him know we're going to be gone for a while.
Yep.
We got to find a boat.
Yep, we need a boat. We need supplies. I know that Shizeno will bring the sphere to Erlen safely, so I'm going to hand the sphere to Shizeno. I'll say, Shizeno, take this to Erlen and then come back here, and then we'll meet back here. I need to stay with, obviously, Infernexus and the rest of the group. Tell her that we'll be gone for a little bit, but we'll be back. Tell her we'll be gone for about a week. Sound good?
Yep, I can do that.
So I will wait for Shizeno to deliver it and then come back.
I'll take it and head off.
So yeah, you enter the bubble.
Is Erlen usually in a specific place?
Yeah.
Should I just head?
Yeah, usually on the second floor in her office.
I'll head up there.
Okay.
See if I can find her.
Yeah, you go up there. She looks like she's like stacking like crates and stuff, or like moving crates around. Looks like there's a whole bunch of supplies in this room now.
Yeah, I'll try to get her attention.
She goes, "Oh, can I help you?"
Yeah. So I'll hold up the orb. And say we got what we were looking for.
Oh, look at that.
We may have gotten mixed in with a side quest. So we have to go deal with that real quick. Wyatt told me to let you know that we will probably be gone for about a week.
That's good. You'll need about 2 weeks to get ready. I do have some unfortunate news, specifically for you. The Emperor's palace was attacked before you left, and we're going to need to make a long trip out there. There's apparently an item we need to retrieve that was taken in the attack, so we'll be heading there to try to figure out where it went, and we'll be retrieving it. But we'll be gone for quite some time once we leave. So yeah, do your whatever you're doing. Then I would take another week to finish up any unfinished business you have around here. So we'll be gone maybe for a couple months.
Is the Emperor fine?
Yeah, I think a little shaken up maybe, but yeah.
Who attacked?
It's kind of a long story. It's not a person, so to speak.
A clan?
No, it was one of the giant monsters. Normally your emperor can fend off or protect the palace from stuff like that, which doesn't happen that often. So it was weird that the emperor was kind of unaware this was happening or not ready for this attack, I guess.
Right. Do you know what they took?
They took the throne.
Okay.
It was I don't know. This feels weird to tell you the history of your people, but maybe you weren't around. This was a long time ago. The throne was given to your empire back when they were planning on invading Faerun. And Daggelt Neverember came across this throne. I guess that was part of the ship, and gave it as a sort of gift and to kind of ease tensions and make a peace offering with Wa to keep them from kind of invading, basically. I mean, amongst other things, there were trade relations that went on as well, but this was sort of like this olive branch that was extended. It's kind of a significant thing to have lost, and it turns out that it was part of the ship, so it is something that we need. We're also going to try to send Harpers along a little bit ahead of us to kind of help with repairs and stuff, but we'll need a lot more supplies to make it there for our team to recover this. We all of us will be going. This is sort of a pretty important piece. So,
and there's no benefit to me going now, right?
No, we want to be well prepared and supplied. So it's going to take a little bit of time to gather the supplies.
Shinjufu and Seisei now?
I believe so. They probably would have heard about it by now. But like I said, you have a couple weeks to kind of get ready. So say goodbyes and everything to people that you'll miss for a little bit.
Hand the orb over.
Oh, actually, if you could take that and then just put it in the slot downstairs. I believe that's where it goes.
Yeah, I'll go try to find that.
Yes, you know where that is. It's on the first floor. This sort of like circular recess with a metal base to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll drop it in.
As soon as you drop it in, what looks like the head of like a bug lights up in this space above the orb, and it sort of seems like it's fading in and out of existence, and it like pops and hisses, and then it fades away.
I didn't expect anything to happen. I didn't put magic into it. Yeah, I'll let her know that just happened. I would test it by putting magic into it, but I don't really have a magical ability like that. So, so I'll go upstairs, just say I saw a bug head.
Huh. She says, it sounds like a cream.
Should we be concerned by that?
More intrigued, I guess, than anything.
Yeah, we don't know Kreen to be like violent or enemies or anything.
Okay, well, I guess keep an eye on it because I don't really know what that means. But I'm going to go meet back up with the rest of my team.
So you meet back up with them. The dragon is full size. And it seems like the people who were here before they're gone.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd let the party know that we need to prepare for a trip to recover the Emperor's throne.
I'll say, sounds fun.
Not really.
Okay.
And it sounds fun going back. The Emperor being attacked, not so much.
Wait.
I assume that if we as a greater whole get the throne back, then it'll be good? Like, what'll change if we flip it back?
We need the throne for the ship.
Oh.
It's going to be the next piece we go after.
Gotcha.
Until then, we can do all this Red Dragon stuff. I didn't mention the Red Dragon.
That's probably for the best, honestly.
I don't want to get you in trouble, so.
Well, you did good.